Hey, everybody, this is another episode of Talking Stocks, but with Dr. J, Professor Spike, and Kamal, streaming live from Long Island, New York. This is episode number 4365. Welcome back to all our
Start date
viewers.
4275.3.
When we started this episode, it was like the Stone Age.
Right.
We
People were
started,
actually making money instead of losing it.
it was the Stone Age. It was, the Dow was at 20 or something,
Exactly. That was at one.
one. Yeah. Indubitably is with us from 103 degrees. He's cooling
Yeah.
off.
Well,
Hot in Dallas. Yeah.
hot.
Hot on Wall Street today. Things are heating up.
Yeah.
Yes.
My short in the queue is looking more and more like a bad idea.
Oh, I was begging you not to do that.
I
I do. I told you change to TQs. I told you what to
Right.
do.
Move from SQs to TQs. It's just
Yeah.
moving one up the alphabet.
Just the opposite. You did exactly the
Right.
wrong thing. 180
Yeah,
degrees.
it's not the first time.
I regret selling Nail and AIL. I sold it at 68.
Right. We were looking at your nail the other day, the home builders.
Right.
It looked like it had room to move up.
Well, we're saying that it hit a ceiling. It's gonna like maybe go back down. Anyway, I sold it at 68. I made money, but now it hit 75 today.
Yeah, that's what
Nice.
we all agreed that it was a hold, not a sell. And so
Well, I think it was showing trim signs, not sell signs, but trim signs.
Right.
meanwhile, I'm very enthusiastic about one of the stocks I bought recently, and that's Unity Software.
I thought you were gonna say ALT.
No,
you?
that one I was in and out in the blink on the downside. I lost money on ALT. I understand Kamal made money on ALT though, right? Timing is everything.
Well, that's not what they teach us in finance school. They say
No.
you can't time the market, so don't bother trying.
Timing is everything.
Yeah, but we know what the truth is.
Yeah, but I was very happy today because the entire month of June turns out to be pretty good for me this month. And usually June is not the greatest month. A lot of people were bearish at the beginning of the month and into the middle of the month, and certainly recently bearish. I held my bullish stance, and if anything, increased some of my positions, didn't decrease anything. Took a little loss on ALT, took a little loss on TGTX, made a little something on Unity. I cashed in some shares, and the rest I'm holding. So that's how the month of June is looking for me. I'm up about the same as the S&P for the month, about 4.5%.
It's very good.
Okay.
Yeah. Not great, but
Up is good.
look, 4.5% a month comes out to 50% at the end of the year.
That's right.
So you can't
Consistency.
complain. I only have 20 stocks now. It's a lot easier to keep track of 20 than it is 40. What did I have at one point?
I hear you.
I had 48. At the beginning of the year, I had 48, I think. Something like
So
that.
now, if I say, "Are you still in X?" the answer would most likely be no.
Better than 50-50 chance.
Right.
I'm back in IWM, so that's 21 stocks.
Where's that now?
It's above the 180. Remember that was our
Yeah,
support.
that was the one, right? We
180
kept on
is
teasing us
support,
at around
support
175.
resistance line for IWM. I promised we'd look at the
It
Qs.
went up today nicely.
I promised we'd look at the Qs, look at the SPYs, look
Okay.
at IBM, which I think is a turnaround play. Watson AI all the way. Look, they were the first to talk AI, right? With the Deep Blue.
They
They
have IBM.
something called Watson AI from
That's
their
right.
Watson Research Center in Yorktown Heights. You ever been there to Yorktown Heights?
I have.
Have you been to the IBM
Very
camp?
nice facility.
Gorgeous
Very
camp.
nice facility.
Gorgeous. All right, let's go live. I mean, we are live. Let's go take a look at the charts.
Let's go to the videotape.
Let's go to the videotapes. Today was a beautiful day in terms of, looking at the bottom line of my portfolio. It made me feel good as opposed to bad the last few days.
It's better to feel good than to feel bad.
If you look at the spiders, at the high it was like 444 on SPY, and the yesterday's low was like 434. Let's take a look. 433 maybe. Yesterday's low. Well, I gotta get rid of this straw thing. Yesterday's low was 431. So we're talking about 13 points that it went down in this little sell-off. This is a 3% sell-off, typical of what we were having before the bear market took over about a year and a half ago, right? How long have we been in the bear now? About at least a year.
At least a year.
I'm figuring since November of 2021.
I'm not sure exactly how long we've been in the bear, but prior to that, when we were in the go post-pandemic rally, we every time you got a 3% dip on the SPYs, it was bought. I think that's what's going to happen now again, as we continue to make new highs. We will make new highs. So it was exactly 3%, and we rallied. And I would think that we're going to take out the 444 recent high from 2 days ago. Let me draw that line in. That is our new resistance. So I don't think today is a one-day phenomena. The 444 that we came down from will soon be passing that as en route to 461, whatever that target is, then 480. By the end of the year, it should be at new highs. And I don't think we're going to get more than an occasional dip, 3 to 5%. That's what we got on the Qs. Let me go to the Qs as I want to be a little bit speedy. I know it's not in my style to be speedy, but
Dr. Jay, do you remember? Do you remember last week when we had the show? I told you that's going to be down the remainder of the week.
You were right.
You did say that.
You were right. And so was Professor Omar right. Professor Omar told me that Friday would start the bear market. Well, it didn't start a bear market, but it did start a downtrend. Started a pullback. And I believe the pullback is over. I could be wrong, but I believe the pullback is over. Today was a phenomenal day all around for every average.
I agree. I think it's going to be a nice week this week.
In particular,
Well, I hope you fellas are right.
In particular, the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, the Qs anyway, were down about a little more than the SPYs, maybe 4.5%. But look at that nice candle that completely wiped out yesterday's bearish candle. So today's action undid yesterday's icky candle. So I had a pretty awful day on the market yesterday in terms of my portfolio. And sure enough, I actually am ahead, not only made up for yesterday, but actually passed it. So I'm very pleased with the month of June. June, is not the best month. In fact, it's the worst month for the stocks on average. I think stocks, yes, but the spiders are flat for the month of June, which is the worst month. Being flat is actually the worst month, and it's down very often. So a lot of bears this month. and they were wrong so far. As the spiders are up about 4.5% from the beginning of the month. The Qs are up more than that. So I think we're going to resume the leadership that we saw before: Apple, Amazon, nvda, and so
Video.
on. I want to look at nvda. I want to look at IBM, an old name.
Okay.
nvda. nvda is a buy here. I don't know if you, I mean, if you have patience, you might pick it up at 375 or you might miss it.
Now
375.
you had it. You bailed at 390. Did you get back in
Yeah,
again?
389. It's Kamal's fault
Right.
because if I do something wrong, Kamal, it's always going to be your fault.
It's okay. It's fine. So what about that gap, Dr. J? I know not every gap has to be filled, but
It's a scary looking gap.
Yes,
And
nature cause avoid.
to me, I think this line I just drew is solid support. I don't think it fills this gap. Maybe ever or never. This is one of those gaps that may never be filled. There's a tremendous hunger for NVIDIA stock. Those who missed it want it. Fear of missing out.
The past couple of years, every gap has been filled.
That may be, but there's always an exception.
Right.
There's another gap down here, if you notice, that hasn't been filled.
Right.
February 22nd, 23. That gap, if that gap is filled, it'll take NVIDIA to 207.50. I don't believe it's heading
No,
there.
I don't believe that. Yeah, I agree. But
So
last month,
that gap is not filled, I'm sure there's others in the chart that haven't been filled. I'm not going to look through it completely, but I think this is going to prove to be one of those gaps that's never filled, as is the one in February. I don't believe that'll ever be filled, ever. I mean, ever is a long time, but
Yeah, ever is a long time.
Doesn't appear like it'll be filled. So NVIDIA, if you're lucky enough to get it at 375, buy. But you could buy it right here and just average in if you're not in it at all. And I'm unfortunately not in it at all anymore. I feel like a little bit stupid why I sold all of it at 389. I had it in mind that I could buy it back,
Me
a
too.
lot
I
cheaper.
guess. Yeah, that was my thinking too. I actually sold it a little cheaper than you did.
All right, so we're all in the same made a mistake boat, right? On
I still
NVIDIA.
made money.
Well, I made a
Well,
lot.
actually,
of
I
money.
didn't because it was based off
Making
of
money isn't what we're looking at. What was the right thing to do? The right thing to do was to sell a little and hold.
That's right. This show isn't about making money, people. The show is about being right.
That's making more money, not just making a little money, making more money.
Okay.
Can I tell you a little story, Dr. J?
Yeah.
There was this successful man that was interviewed by a young reporter, and the reporter said, "What's the secret to your success?" And he says, "Making right decisions." He says, "Wow. And how do you make right decisions?" He says, "Experience." And then how do you get experience? He says, "Making wrong decisions."
Huh.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good.
Very good.
Very good. Unity software.
I'll be very experienced soon.
Unity software had news today. News of using more and more AI in their software, so content developers can take advantage of that. They're the number one software for 3D games, and that's why Apple decided to partner with them on their Gizmo. I think Unity software has the potential to be $100 stock within a year or two. So I'm in this one holding at this point. I made a few bucks. I sold some. I'm holding the rest. I actually only sold, let me think, about 20-something% of my holdings. turns out, because I sold and I bought a little back lower. You know what I mean? So I have about close to 80% of my original, which isn't bad. I'm thinking I'm going to make a lot of money on this one. I made a lot of money today, as it
Sure.
was up $5.55 or 15%. Nice little move, and with the AI mania, this is on the list of AI mania stocks. Got to be cognizant of that. There are many others, of course. There's so many, and almost any tech companies claims to be AI at this point. So every tech company is in play for being AI. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, I've been making good money on this month. Look at the chart on Bitcoin. Tremendous,
Yeah,
Wow.
very nice.
tremendous chart. Where's it going? Well, it's got to close above this high here from April, 31,000 high. I want to close above 31,000. Then it'll probably go to 36,000. But I definitely need that close. It's very close. I think if you can break that 31,000 with the close above it, we're looking at a run to 36,000. So I want to close above 31,000 on Bitcoin. How to play it? Play MicroStrategies, Mara, and HUT. That's what I'm in. And of course, when the BlackRock ETF gets approved, buy that. I think that's one of the reasons Bitcoin is flying, because of that ETF that's coming, hopefully coming. By the way, people should do their own due diligence and not depend on us or anybody else. There's no such thing as a tip. Don't think there is. Don't buy tips. Do your own due diligence. Check
Unless
with
they
an
happen to
advisor
be
before acting.
inflation protected securities.
We are
Those
in the
tips you can
experience
buy.
phase.
And subscribe. Take a minute now and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell that's to the right of it. That bell does really good things. I don't know exactly what, but really good things. It's kind of like the Liberty Bell, you know? It's an important bell. And give us a thumbs up, you know, show us a little love. And if we accidentally make you a lot of money, don't try to give me money. I don't want any money.
Yeah, we don't want your money.
But you could
We will take adulation.
We want to hear about it.
you could donate to the Parkinson's Foundation or Michael J. Fox.
Very good. Well,
Occasionally, I get someone who
the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
texts me that they made a lot of money and so on. I said, good. Don't give me any. Give it to the Parkinson's Foundation,
Cool.
if you're so inclined, or another charity. What am I looking at? Coinbase? I don't even know why I'm looking at it. Oh, you own it. That's why.
That's because I still own it.
Beautiful move up. Congratulations from that $48 level. Beautiful.
No, I'm only losing a lot. Yeah, but I'm very happy.
Beautiful move. So all the Bitcoin related stocks have been moving really well, including Coinbase. Coinbase is a stock to own, especially with Binance being in the doghouse. So
Sure.
I like this one. What else did I put down? IBM?
Yeah, you might as well look at that. Actually, I think it's showing some buy signs.
Yeah, well, IBM, I wanted to buy it at the recent low here, but I chickened out. And the very next day, they got news that they bought a $4 billion company, you know, with some of their spare change.
Yeah.
That's very, looks like a very good company. A lot of synergy with them. I don't even know what IBM does these days. They don't sell hardware. They do consulting.
They don't sell PCs anymore.
They do consulting. They do enterprise software. I don't know what exactly they do, but they do it with AI. Everybody does everything with AI. What's an AI?
AI is very subjective nowadays. Very subjective.
Yeah. Everybody's using AI, no matter what it is that they do. But the chart looks good on IBM. I think we're going back to the 140 level. So I still think it's a buy. Even though I kind of missed the boat on it, I'm kicking myself a little, but I think it's a buy. And what else did I have down? NVIDIA we looked at.
Can you take a look at Nail?
Nail, but you got rid of
Yeah,
it.
you might as well,
I got
right?
rid of it, yes, at 68. I should have kept it.
Remember we were looking at it.
We looked at it,
We
and you
looked
said
at it. It was
trim,
up here.
trim a little. You told me to trim a little. Not told me, but suggested to trim a little. I trimmed.
Right. It was
A lot.
showing
All of
trim
it.
signs. Don't.
Trimmed.
I remember where it was. It was right in this area, right about 59 when we looked at it. And we said it was definitely, if
No,
anything,
it was 60 something. So
Yeah,
it
it
was
was a little bit higher than that. It was
67 or so,
was
66.
it when we looked
Yeah.
at
it
it?
was just. It was more recently than all this. Certainly.
Yes.
So what right around here?
It was like 67, 68.
Yeah, around in there.
Around there. All right, look, it already broke through the, but I remember you talking about a cup and handle. It looked like a cup and handle to you.
Correct.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he pulled back. So it
That's
must
right
have
in
been
there,
right
right?
around here. I don't remember what it was, but it had a lot more life left. And the three of us decided it was a hold, and you went and sold.
You
All right.
suggested to trim a little, but it's okay.
But at this
We'll
point,
get over it.
I don't know why home building.
Yeah.
Home
Why?
builders-
Why today?
Well,
This,
we thought
when
the
they were
housing
talking about whether or not a soft landing was going to
the
happen.
housing market is soaring. I don't know why, but it's soaring. The home builders are doing great. So
Well, yeah.
No, they're
That's-
saying that the
It's the
prices.
commercial market that's having trouble, not the housing market.
right, it's not even the whole commercial market. It's only the office buildings
Right.
and the malls.
And the malls, right?
You know, malls getting creamed.
What else did I put down? I put down ACIU. You own that still? AC Immune?
Oh, I never owned that one.
Professor Spike, you
Oh my
own
gosh,
that?
no! I wish I did. Look at
Didn't
that.
you once own it?
No, I might have a million years ago.
Well, I almost
When
bought it. I
we were a lot
almost
more
bought
steep.
it.
When we were a lot more steep
You
in
see the move it made? I almost
Look at
bought it this morning. I thought about buying it right about two and change. You know,
Unbelievable, huh?
yeah, they're being fast tracked on an Alzheimer's drug.
Really?
Yeah, and it looks like a potentially good one. So it may not be too late, believe it or not. I'm not going after it anymore because I'm kicking myself why I didn't buy it in the pre-market this morning. So
Right.
I don't have the stomach to buy it now, personally. I almost bought it. I almost did it. Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Do you want to look at Dermatech since we were talking about some of those? We were talking about ALT as a buy, and we were talking about Dermtech.
Look at all of them, including Capricorn, which is the only doggone bio that I'm still making money on.
And this one's showing trim signs also.
Well, the third quarter, they're meeting with the FDA about BLA for their Duchenne muscular dystrophy drug. I think this one could get early approval. So I'm kind of excited about it. There's a conference going on beginning tomorrow through Saturday. They're gonna present. They're presenting the open label extension of their phase 2 trial on DMD. And I think it's certainly going to be good news. So I thought about buying more, but I own enough. Let it ride. I'm very hopeful that third quarter we'll hear some good news. That's what I'm hoping for on this one. I think it'll be potentially another Sarepta. Really move. All right. What was the other one you wanted me to look at?
Thermtech.
That one I'm disappointed by.
No, it's not Thermtech.
Yeah,
This one actually looks pretty decent.
yeah. Thermtech is not decent.
No.
Thermtech
We
is.
had that nice we had that nice bottoming. And now I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the nibble sign to get to find a good place to average.
I'm scared to average it. I look at this chart, I shudder.
No, I know, but I mean this is prime for giving us a nibble sign, unless it's a falling knife.
No, I mean, you want to nibble, you nibble down close to 210. Well, that's where it is.
That's 219 now. I'm just waiting for that little green at the bottom to come back in.
If it goes below $1.81, then it's zero would not be far away.
Yeah, bottom fishing is always not a good idea.
Yeah, I know. I get that. This is the idea about throwing good money after bad.
I'm waiting on this one. I bought recently back in. I shouldn't have, but I did. At about
it showed a nice bottoming and it showed a nice going up, and then after that it just fell
I think
apart.
I paid about $250, and you followed me.
Yeah.
Right around.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I'm still thinking there's a shot to get in and get.
Yeah, if you want to, but if it goes below $1.80, you're going to lose more money.
Right. If it goes below $1.80, then it's just time to bail outright.
Yeah.
I understand.
So I can't. I don't have the stomach to buy into these kind of falling knife situations.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'm holding what I got, but I'm not adding. That's my situation for now on Dermtech. And CRISPR, I actually trimmed a little. I couldn't stand.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Was the next one I was going to ask about.
I couldn't stand the fall from grace, so I trimmed a little at about $59. And I'm waiting to figure out where to get back in. Maybe when the 100 crosses the 200, add a few. If it crosses,
Right.
or if it comes back to 59, I just get back in.
Gotcha.
What else? The last one that I own is Intelia, which is also sucky. It's tough to make a living in bio-direct land.
I lost.
Actually, I did have there was one other one I had a question about.
ALT, I made a quick loss, and at the same time, Kamal is going to make a quick gain. As you picked it up yesterday at the close.
Yeah, I did.
So you're up a little.
Yeah.
Good luck with it. I hope it does better for you than it did for me. And was there anything else, or are we done?
Did you look at DHR, Danaher?
What should I look at?
DHR.
DHR.
This was one of my water plays.
Ah.
And it just, for whatever reason, it's been sort of mimicking the market. I just want to get your idea about the.
Is it an ETF or a company?
It's a company.
Uh-huh. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere fast.
No, it doesn't, does it?
It looks like resistance right about where at the top of today's candle.
I don't like when stocks go down in a good day.
It's not a good sign, no.
Not a good sign.
There's a lot of signs that look not good about this chart.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not in it explicitly because I'm in the ETFs that hold it.
If you get a close above this red candle here, you close above 240, could change my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, I would wait for it to close above 240 if I wanted to buy it. All right, so that's it.
Sounds good.
Somebody was mad at me about Athesis. I said there was a 10-for-1 reverse split, but it was a 25-to-1 reverse split.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, that one's.
And Andrew is with us. He's a nimble trader. Thank
Yes.
you, Andrew. I need to call out a stock like Unity or Meta for every
I
show.
know, and Meta just got another upgrade from Citi.
Yeah, I've yet to sell any Meta. Google, I have yet to sell any Google, and maybe I should. It's not doing well.
Yeah, they got a more tepid response.
Yeah. Andrew was in ACIU. Okay. DMTK. Andrew's
Yeah,
also a
well, that's okay.
DMTK bag holder. Chewy. You're kind of doing a little better on Chewy, Kamal?
I'm in deep hole in that one.
You're in deep you're in deep dog doo-doo?
Yes.
Yeah. Chewy is a bit of a dog, right?
Well, yeah.
Bit of a bow wow stock.
It did, Chewy, they sell stuff online. They don't have stores per se. So they did very well during the pandemic.
Uh-huh.
I still think they're
So-
going to do well eventually,
So what else is new? Is this rally it's got to do with Trump's anything to do with Trump with anything to do with Biden's laptop or son's laptop or
No, I think this is politically driven.
anything to do with Frig, what's his name? Frig, I can't say his name. The guy that was marching on Moscow. Anything to do with that? Or is it simply a bull market?
I think Trump is a burned card. So as Biden's also a burned card.
Yeah.
People cannot stand both of them.
Well, then they stay home on election day.
They should.
Yeah, because it's most likely going to be those two hooked up again. So
Well, we'll see what happens.
all right, so, we ran out of what to talk about. We don't have any great stuff.
Yeah, right.
Other than the ones what would I buy now?
I don't want to talk about the Mets.
I think the one stock that we mentioned today that I
Oh, the
might
stock
buy,
of the day. Remember, we were saying we were going to do
one
that.
stock of the day that I mentioned today that I might actually buy is IBM.
Okay, you know something? I like that. It's a stock of the day choice.
Yeah, that's
I'm
my stock.
with you on that. IBM.
That's my stock of the day.
I concur.
And also 5% dividend, that's meaningful.
Yeah, it's true. Very true.
Adios, amigos. Until
Bye-bye,
next
everybody.
week. Adios. Ciao.
Take care. Bye.